creating a map of the world's oil and gas pipelines. Every day, the globe consumes approximately 100 million barrels of oil and 60 million barrels of natural gas equivalent. The world's yearly energy consumption has nearly tripled in the last 50 years, rising from 62,949 terawatt-hours (TWh) in 1969 to 173,340 TWh in 2019. For generations, burning coal was the primary source of energy on the planet. Rapid advances in the sourcing, transportation, and refining of oil and gas by the 1960s enabled those energy-dense fossil fuels to overtake coal and become the world's principal source of energy, a position they still hold today. Despite developments in renewable energy, fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas continue to account for more than 80% of global primary energy consumption. Every day, the globe consumes approximately 100 million barrels of oil and 60 million barrels of natural gas equivalent. Pipelines, often built of carbon steel, are commonly employed to transfer this vast amount of energy. We map the world's current and projected oil and gas pipelines in the following infographic series. Pipelines across the world, 30 times the diameter of the Earth. According to the Global Energy Monitor, as of December 2020, there were at least 2,381 operating oil and gas pipelines spread over 162 nations. The total length of these pipelines is more than 1.18 million kilometers, 730,000 miles, which is enough to round the Earth 30 times. The countries having the most extensive network of oil and gas pipelines are: United States oil, 91,067 kilometers, 56,587 miles; gas, 333,366 kilometers, 207,145 miles. Russia oil, 38,419 kilometers, 23,872 miles; gas, 92,831 kilometers, 57,683 miles. Canada oil, 23,361 kilometers, 14,516 miles; gas, 84,682 kilometers, 52,619 miles. China oil, 27,441 kilometers, 17,051 miles; gas, 76,363 kilometers, 47,450 miles. Australia oil, 1,636 kilometers, 1,017 miles; gas, 23,002 kilometers, 14,293 miles. The map below depicts pipeline networks all around the world. Pipelines less than 100 kilometers, 62 miles in length, or with a capacity of less than 6,000 barrels per day, are not included. The following firms own the majority of the oil pipelines in terms of length. Transneft, Russia, 42,383 kilometers, 26,335 miles, 15%. Enbridge, Canada, 33,750 kilometers / 2,971 miles, 13%. Pipe China, 15,947 kilometers, 9,909 miles, 5%. The following firms own the majority of the gas pipelines in terms of length. 103,212 kilometers, 64,133 miles, 11.2%, Gazprom, Russia. 10.8% TC Energy, Canada, 99,440 kilometers, 61,789 miles. Kinder Morgan, United States, 82,075 kilometers, 50,999 miles, 9%. Pipelines in the Americas. The Americas account for slightly more than half, 51%, of the world's total length of oil and gas pipelines. Among the most notable pipelines are: the Keystone Oil Pipeline is 3,462 kilometers, 2,151 miles, long. 700,000 barrels per day capacity. 2010 is the start year. The pipeline connects Alberta province in western Canada to refineries in Illinois and Texas in the United States. The Keystone XL pipeline project was cancelled in 2021 when its permission was revoked by the government of U.S. President Joe Biden. The length of the Rockies Express gas pipeline is 2,702 kilometers, 1,679 miles. Daily capacity, 102 million cubic meters, 3.6 billion cubic feet. 2009 is the start year. The pipeline system is one of North America's major natural gas pipelines. It spans from Colorado's Rocky Mountains to eastern Ohio, passing across 8 states. The length of the Gaspol gas pipeline is 3,150 kilometers, 1,957 miles. 30 million cubic meters, 1.06 billion cubic feet, per day capacity. Year of commencement, 1999. Gaspol, often known as the Bolivia-Brazil pipeline, is South America's longest natural gas pipeline. The length of the Colonial pipeline is 8,850 kilometers, 5,500 miles. 3 million barrels per day capacity. 1962 is the start year. It is the largest pipeline system in the United States for refined oil products. Hackers launched a cyber attack on the corporation in May, disrupting fuel deliveries and causing shortages across the East Coast. Europe. Europe accounts for almost 1/4, 27%, of the total length of the world's pipelines. In Europe, some of the most important pipelines are: the length of the Druzhba oil pipeline is 5,100 kilometers, 3,169 miles. 1.4 million barrels per day capacity. 1962 is the start year. It is the world's longest oil pipeline and one of the world's largest oil pipeline networks. It transports oil from Russia's east to Ukraine, Belarus, Poland, Hungary, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, and Germany. The Yamal-Europe gas pipeline spans 1,660 kilometers, 1,031 miles. 90 million cubic meters, 3.2 billion cubic feet, per day capacity. Year of commencement, 2006. Transports gas from Russia's Yamal Peninsula to European consumers in nations such as Russia, Belarus, Poland, and Germany. The length of the Greece-Italy interconnector gas pipeline is 800 kilometers, 497 miles. 2010 is the starting year. It is an onshore and offshore natural gas pipeline that connects Greece to the Apulia area of southeastern Italy. Middle East and Africa. The Middle East and Africa account for about 6% of the overall length of the world's pipelines. Among the main pipelines are: Trans-Mediterranean gas pipeline length, 2,475 kilometers, 1,538 miles. Capacity, 92 million cubic meters, 3.3 billion cubic feet, per day. Year of commencement, 1983. Begin in Algeria, go through Tunisia, and then across the Mediterranean Sea to Italy and Slovenia. East-west crude oil pipeline length, 1,200 kilometers, 746 miles. Capacity, 5 million barrels per day. 1982 is the starting year. The Saudi oil pipeline, also known as the Petroline and Abqaiq Yanbu oil pipeline, goes from Abqaiq in the country's east to Yanbu oil terminal on the Red Sea coast. Tazima oil pipeline length, 1,710 kilometers, 1,062 miles. Capacity, 22,000 barrels per day. 1968 is the starting year. Runs from the Indian Ocean port of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania to Ndola in central Zambia. Asia Pacific. The Asia-Pacific area is home to around 16% of the world's pipelines. Among the main pipelines are Eastern Siberia Pacific Ocean Oil Pipeline, 4,857 kilometers, 3,018 miles. Capacity, 1 million barrels per day. 2009 is the starting year. It is used to transport Russian crude oil to Asia-Pacific markets such as Japan, China, and South Korea. The length of the West-East gas pipeline is 18,854 kilometers, 11,715 miles. Daily capacity, 82 million cubic meters, 2.9 billion cubic feet. 2005 is the start year. It consists of 4 pipes that connect Xinjiang in western China to Shanghai in eastern China. The length of the gas pipeline from Mumbai to Sydney is 2,081 kilometers, 1,293 miles. 13 million cubic meters, 463 million cubic feet, per day capacity. 1976 is the start year. Runs from Southern Australian gas resources to gas distribution systems in Sydney, Newcastle, Wollongong, and Canberra. There are around 200,000 kilometers of planned additions. There are now at least 212,049 kilometers, 131,761 miles of pipeline expansions underway or planned, costing an estimated $1 trillion. China's oil and gas pipeline expansion is the world's longest at 32,800 kilometers, 20,381 miles. According to Global Energy Monitor, PipeChina, previously known as China Oil and Gas Pipeline Network, will soon become the world's largest constructor of gas pipelines. The map below depicts the locations of these proposed pipelines. Among the prominent pipelines are Nord Stream 2 gas transmission line. This 1,230 kilometers, 764-mile gas pipeline will transmit 151 million cubic meters, 5.3 billion cubic feet, of natural gas per day from Ust-Luga in Russia to Greifswald in Germany. The pipeline will cost $11.6 billion and will begin operations in 2022. Oil pipeline Capline. This pipeline, which will run from Pacoda, Illinois to St. James, Louisiana in the United States and is slated to open in 2022, will have a capacity of 300,000 barrels per day and a total length of 1,017 kilometers, 632 miles. The Niger-Benin oil pipeline connects the Agadem oil field in Niger to the Semé terminal in Benin. It has a daily capacity of 90,000 barrels and a total length of 1,980 kilometers, 1,230 miles. The pipeline will cost $7 billion and will begin operations in 2024. The Xinjiang coal-to-gas pipeline connects the Xinjiang Autonomous Region to Shaoguan, Guangdong, China. It has a daily capacity of 82 million cubic meters, 2.9 billion cubic feet, and a total length of 8,372 kilometers, 5,202 miles. The pipeline was supposed to begin operations in 2021.